want to talk about too is like your decision not to compete because originally you were just going to, but something in you was like, man, you doing it to compete, and if you're not in the top, the top of your game, like why go?
So I have a huge respect for those that do this professionally and then that do this with a professional like outlook on it. You know what I mean? That go about it not just want to be a part of the meet, but want to compete. And we all know that powerlifting is mostly just against yourself. Yeah, you are competing with others in the weight class, and then there's the whole Wilks thing, pound for pound, strongest. And you could possibly win money now, but for the most part, the very, very beginning stage of powerlifting is just you. You on the platform, and it's you completing the 9 lifts. And for me, when I came into the sport, I didn't really understand why people didn't meet so often when their numbers either weren't increasing or if they weren't like perfecting something on the platform. You know what I mean? But everybody does it for whatever reason, and there's money to be made, so they're not going to turn you away. But for me, I'm a competitor, so I want to compete. I'm not there to just be affiliated in a meet and kind of hang out and hang around. Like no, when I show up to a meet and I'm there, I want to be competitive. I want to have numbers that I'm proud of my own self. You know what I mean? And I think it's important that some of us take a look at what we're kind of doing and just take a fine tooth comb and just go through it, man, and just see why we're really doing something and how we can change and adjust and just make what you do, you know, just better, for like a better, just make it better each time that you go in, whether it's the technique or then or the breathing and the bracing part of it. As you get up there and weight, there's going to be some weaknesses that start to pop out at you because once you start lifting a tremendous amount of weight, it is no longer the big things that matter. It is all of the small things that you overlook because you just wanted to just be shit strong. So now that you're shit strong, but then now your numbers have kind of like plateaued because you didn't take care of all of the small necessary things that should have been looked at when you very first started. What's his name talked about that at the Chalk It Up event. Mr. Optimus
Ray,
Prime himself,
yeah,
Ray. He talked about that. He said you do not go to the gym to work on things that you're already good at. You go to the gym to work at things that you suck at, so you can suck less at them. So me pulling out of the meat, I know that once we start powerlifting and anything that you do in this world to an extreme, you're never going to be 100% the way you were in the beginning. But if each of my lifts, I'm a 90, 95%, I'm going to show up. You know what I'm saying? Because there's something about that competitor switch. Once you step on the platform and you're in front of people and you're in front of your peers and you want to put on a great show and you have family in the crowd, all of this time that you put behind all of the work that you've done, the people that have had their hands in there with you, the coaching, the money, the eating, the sleeping, the resting, and then some people even doing an extreme and dieting and water cutting. Like all of that you take to the platform, man, and that's going to evoke some real emotions on the platform, and it's gonna erect something out of you that could only happen when you're put in a position like that on the platform in front of people to judge you. So I was nowhere near 90% for my squats because of my adductor and my hip flexor, and I've overlooked it for so many months, and close to years that now it finally surfaced and said you got to take care of me if you ever want to get stronger in your squat.